terms of the extent of his injury?
No, I don't know that. How I said, twisted ankle, swollen. That's obviously not a good sign, but we have to see. We will check it as early as possible tomorrow, but we need further assessment.
Okay, we go to John Cross next, and then we'll go to John Murray. They're the next two questions. John Cross.
Hi, Jurgen. I just wonder whether I could ask you about the resilience of your performance, particularly in defence. They were so strong, so determined. You know, that was probably the platform for such a famous victory like this.
Absolutely. Really, we defended really well. So, especially where you have to defend it. So we like to win the ball early, but if that's not possible, and against them it's not really possible because they make the pitch really big with the three centre backs. They pass a lot of back pass to them, and then from there they go diagonal to either Dumfries or Perisic. That makes it really tricky. So you have to defend with passion. Organization helps as well, but with passion. And I thought we were right defensively. It was a really strong performance, but it would be silly if we wouldn't defend well because it means a lot to us, this competition, these games, and so we invested a lot, and it's good.
Thanks, John. John Murray next from the BBC in the stands.
Hi, Jurgen. Yeah, just can I ask the goal that you scored from the corner? Was that something that you had specifically prepared for?
Yeah. Pete Gravitz and our analysts are responsible for that. So when we do the analyze, then we obviously see how the opponent is defending. That's how it is. Everybody is doing that, and we didn't have a lot of time obviously to train. But yes, we trained set pieces yesterday. So that was the only proper thing we did in training, a bit of tactical stuff, but without intensity. But set piece you cannot train without intensity because one has to shoot and the other guys have to run. So yes, it's all credit to Pete and his boys.
Go to Chris Bascom, and then we take two more. Chris next.
Hi again. Harvey became the youngest ever Liverpool player in the Champions League tonight. It was a huge responsibility you gave him, and just wonder a few words about his performance, such maturity.
It was absolutely okay. Harvey can play so much better. We know that the reason why Harvey played was because we knew which spaces we have to play, and it's usually naturally his area, these half spaces around the midfield three, being very flexible, naturally offensive minded, all these kind of things. That's why he played. We had really good moments, but we all know that he can play much better. But he did the job. He was working incredibly hard and all these kind of things. But yeah, when you're 18 years old and you play against one of the most experienced teams maybe in world football, and they are Italian on top of that, it's an offensive player, not a walk in the park. And so yeah, was I think a very, very important game for him, and very helpful for us as well.
Okay, last two questions we take from Maurizio, who I think I'm going to ask to unmute. Will we have a translation, sir, in the room? Yes, thank you. Maurizio, next.
Mi sentite?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Salve, Mr. Klopp. Complimenti.
Hi, Mr. Klopp. Congratulations on this match. Considering the ability of Inter of playing more or less like you, at least for 75 minutes, we have to say that those two goals at the end, they have been so important. And would it have been dangerous for you playing the return game with a draw, 0 draw?
It's still dangerous. So it's half time. Nothing else. So Inter that's how it is in knockout stages. You learn a lot about the opponent. Before you make an analyze without playing them. After that, you make an analyze with playing them. So both teams know much more about each other. So we don't feel like halfway through or whatever. We know it will be a tricky one, and we have to be ready for that. But I didn't see that we play similar, but they played good. They play different to us. They do a lot of different things, but they are good and really good. And so that's why halftime, tune it up. If it's a proper halftime, like today, we are tuning up halftime. I don't tell the boys, "Oh my God, job done. Put your legs on the table." It's that's a very tricky result. And why should we think differently about it now.
Okay. Final question is from Dario, who's from Radio 24. Dario, you've got the final question now, press conference.
Okay. Buonasera, Mr. Klopp. Che cosa l'ha sorpreso?
Good evening, good night, Mr. Klopp. Have you been surprised by the tactical side of Inter? What have been difficult from the tactical point of view?
Have you been surprised? You see them much more often. Have you been surprised? So yeah, but what I saw tonight, the system was clear what they play, the way they play. We have what they did. They are a very physical team because a very experienced team, and I thought most of the time when they had chances was after we lost the ball in the wrong areas. But that can happen because they are really were good in the challenges, played there from there, really smart balls. But where we really struggled with, and that was not, we knew that before the game that it will happen. They have this deep last line, pass the ball back, and from there they play the diagonal balls to Dumfries or Perisic, so that's difficult to defend. We are a pressing team, but that's how we outplay press. And we tried everything. In the beginning, we did really well. But our high press, I think it was tricky for them to find a way out there. But we didn't get anything from it. So we invested a lot with this high intense pressing, but we didn't get anything for it. So no chance, no goal. And then it's difficult to keep that up. But in general, no, I was not surprised. They are good. We know that now 100%, and we have to make sure that we are ready for the second half.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you for the press conference. I appreciate it. Thank you.